All right, so we've got quite a stack of articles and reports here about deepfakes.
Mm-hmm.
Seems like they're everywhere these days.
Yeah,
And for businesses, this is a big deal.
absolutely.
Like one report said deepfake fraud just in the last year went up tenfold.
Wow.
Tenfold. From 2022 to 2023.
Yeah, it's not like the old days.
Yeah.
Like, you see a blurry video,
Right.
obviously fake. This is, like, getting to be scary good.
Oh, it's so sophisticated.
Yeah.
Video, audio, even images.
Yeah.
You've seen the ones like celebrities saying crazy things they never actually said.
Right, right.
But what we're looking at today is how this can be used against businesses.
Well, and that's the thing, right? We're all vulnerable because we trust what we see and hear.
Right.
That's just kind of how we're wired. But what happens when you can't trust your eyes and ears?
Yeah, it's creepy.
It is.
Like that story about the energy company CEO, right? Video of him saying they were polluting a river.
Oh, right.
Stock tanks. Turns out, totally fake.
Wild.
So this is like real damage.
Oh, absolutely. Reputations, bottom line.
Real money.
Yeah.
So this OWC newsletter you sent, they talk about having a rapid response plan. What'd you think about that?
I mean, speed is everything. Like wildfire, right? You got to contain it fast.
Right.
Get your statement out, debunking videos, social media. Like, you snooze, you lose.
They even mentioned this company, Jijijacks.
Oh, yeah.
They're like cyber detectives. Right.
Yeah, they'll track down where it came from,
Wow.
get it taken down.
But you got to get ahead of it, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's where I thought that watermarking thing they talked about, being proactive.
That's huge. You don't wait till someone breaks in to put a lock on your door.
Right.
It's like a digital fingerprint. You put it on your videos, images, audio. You can't see it, but the software can tell where it came from.
So like with that CEO, if he'd watermarked his videos, boom, proof it's fake.
Exactly.
But then there was that article from Variety, Neil Shah.
Oh, yeah.
He made me wonder if watermarking is enough.
Well, right. He said it's like you put a lock on your suitcase, deters some people, but a really good thief,
Right.
they'll find a way. Or they just take the whole suitcase. Digital stuff is so easy to mess with,
Right.
Copy it, change it, who knows?
It's like you can't just slap a lock on and call it good.
Exactly, exactly. It's got to be more sophisticated than that.
So if we can't rely on just tech, what can brands do? I mean, the OWC newsletter, they talked about how PR is different now, right?
Right.
Because of this, like the old ways with the press releases and stuff.
Yeah, it's not just about traditional media anymore. You've got social media, these influencers, online forums, everything's so fragmented.
Right, it's everywhere.
It's not even clear what's PR and what's marketing anymore. It all blends together. It's about building trust, but across all these different places.
They called it integrated communications or something.
Yeah, something like that. It's about telling a story that makes sense no matter where you hear it.
Okay, so you're connecting with people where they are.
Exactly.
Which goes back to, like, authenticity.
Right, 100%. Especially younger people. They can smell BS a mile away. They want to see what you stand for.
It's not just what you say, it's who you are.
Exactly. And can you show it consistently everywhere you are online?
That's a tall order for some of these companies, I bet.
It's a different way of thinking for sure, but it's a chance to build something real with people.
Right. If they trust you, they'll give you the benefit of the doubt, even with this deepfake stuff.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. Trust is everything. Speaking of which, we talked about the legal side earlier.
Right.
That OWC thing, they've mentioned the law is like way behind on this.
Struggling to catch up, yeah.
How do you regulate something that's changing every day,
And it's tricky, right? Because you have freedom of speech.
Right.
But also, people and companies need protection. They mentioned how hard it is to prove things now, like defamation with deepfake.
Oh, it's a nightmare. How do you prove something's real when anything can be fake?
Right.
It's like a deepfake could ruin someone's reputation before you can even, start to fight back.
It's scary. And that's not even getting into what this does to us as people, psychologically.
Right. If you can't trust your own eyes and ears, what can you trust?
It's like, what is real anymore?
Exactly. And it's not just deepfakes. It's everything. We're drowning in information. How do you know what to believe?
It's like we all need, a crash course in how to handle this new world.
We do. We need to get better at figuring out what's real,
Be more skeptical online.
More than skeptical. Really look for clues.
So how do we do that? How do we, become deepfake detectives ourselves?
First thing, who's telling you this?
Right.
Is it the New York Times or some random blog?
Exactly.
And even then, don't just read one thing. See what other places are saying.
Right. Check multiple sources.
Exactly. And look for proof, Anything that seems too crazy to be true probably is.
The OWC thing, they mentioned how important this is for kids now, too.
Oh, big time.
Because they've grown up with this tech. But
doesn't mean they understand it. We got to teach them this stuff.
in schools, at home, like everywhere.
Everywhere. Because this isn't just about deepfakes. It's about trust.
Right. Trusting information, each other.
The whole thing kind of falls apart if we can't agree on what's real.
So we're like in this crazy game of spot the fake and the stakes get higher every day.
Yeah. And we can't afford to lose, because then what do we have?
That's a good point. So where does this leave us then? Feels kind of overwhelming.
It is a lot, yeah. But it's also like, hey, we have a chance to figure this out.
Okay, yeah.
Become smarter about this stuff, more careful.
More aware.
Like, exactly.
I like that. It's not all bad. It's like we get to decide how to handle this.
100%. It's up to us to not just, accept this stuff, but shape it.
By, asking questions, being curious.
Don't take anything at face value.
Right. Don't just believe everything you see online.
Which, ironically, is what we're telling you right now.
But seriously, this has been a wild ride. I mean, deepfakes, brands, this whole information overload.
It's a lot.
A lot. So, to our listener, thanks for sending this stuff over.
Mm-hmm.
Really makes you think.
Yeah, good stuff.
Hopefully this helps everyone listening understand what's going on.
And remember, just because you see it doesn't mean it's real. Keep your guard up.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Until next time, everyone, keep learning, keep asking questions, and stay curious.